Hi everyone, I'm Noelle, and today I wanted to do my 10-week pregnancy update. Yes, we're in a different location and it is nighttime, so I apologize if the lighting's a little off. But I really wanted to get this update done today. Let's be honest, week 10 has been kicking my butt. Oh my gosh. But anyway, baby is the size of a prune this week. My due date is still September 15th. I don't expect that to change much, and I don't have my next doctor's appointment until March 2nd, which will be the day before I turn 12 weeks. So that is all still the same. Symptoms wise, I have been having really bad insomnia this week, which I'm sure is contributing in part to the whole I feel awful all the time. I just have not been able to get very restful sleep, and it might be that I'm laying around all day and thus I'm not tired at night. I don't really know what it is. Part of it is definitely indigestion. I've been having a lot of indigestion, which leads me into morning sickness. It has definitely gotten worse this week. I don't know if my stomach is just more sensitive. I'm reacting more to foods that were totally fine a couple weeks ago. I'm having, like I said, more indigestion. I don't know, it might be the beginnings of acid reflux. Just really feeling crummy. Before it was much more like once I ate, I felt good for the most part. And now it's like even when I eat, I usually just don't feel fine. Like right now it's like almost 8 o'clock at night and I'm just starting to feel okay-ish hours after eating dinner, but I'm kind of starting to feel hungry again. So it is a never-ending cycle, and it is just mornings are the worst part of my day. I dread getting up. I have thrown up more mornings than I haven't. And it's just awful. It really is awful. And I'm still having car sickness, so really just basically staying home as much as I possibly can. On a good note, a couple days this week I did have more energy than I have in the past in the afternoons and evenings. Even right now, like the first couple weeks, of course, I was so exhausted. I was like in bed by 8, and now it's like 8 o'clock and I'm okay, time to get up and do things. So that has been nice. I've been able to do some chores and just get some work done in the afternoons and evenings, but still just not feeling great. I did think it was interesting this week. I did have my first real dream where I was pregnant. Like I said before, my pregnancy dreams, they were just very vivid dreams. None of them were really about me being pregnant. But I did have, and I think it was actually last night, I had a dream where I was pregnant, and it was actually a miscarriage scare, or maybe I did have a miscarriage, I'm not actually sure. I may have woken up, I don't know if it ever resolved itself, but it was very freaky, it was very real, and when I woke up, I kind of freaked out a little bit, but it was just a dream. So I think that just kind of plays into my very, very real fears about you know, the possibility of loss. So, you know, that's something that moving into emotions, it's been, you know, for the most part, my personal emotions are, you know, just slightly up and down. I'm not too crazy, irrational, emotional about things. But I do get emotional about feeling sick all the time, and I do get emotional when I think about the possibility of loss. And, you know, now that I'm to 10 weeks, I'm feeling a little bit better about that, but it's still, you know, especially when you're part of like online communities, talking, you know, people who are on the same stage as you, and several of them are having miscarriages, like, well, what about me? Am I the next one? You know, it's just there, and I think that's pretty much for anybody in their first trimester. They really just, it's a fear we have. So I've been dealing with that. Otherwise, my emotions haven't really taken any dives this week. My weight gain, I actually did gain back 1 pound this week. Yay! So I'm super excited about that. I think that means I had, now to date I've only lost 2.5 pounds since week 4. Not actually sure on that, I didn't double check, but I definitely am very happy to have gained back that pound. I've mentioned before, I really don't have a lot of weight to lose to be at a healthy BMI, so I really don't want to be losing much more weight. So partly a lot of that has to do, I think, with my change in eating habits this week. Going into cravings and aversions, I have been craving black olives. I have had cravings for a lot of things salty. I've been really enjoying string cheese and salt on like steamed vegetables and baked potatoes, and yeah, salt is good. I've also kind of wanted yogurt and cottage cheese mixed together, which is something that goes back to my childhood. And I'm kind of okay with dairy again. At the beginning I was like, no dairy. And I don't drink milk. I don't really like a lot of that stuff. Like I said, I have been eating a little cottage cheese, a little more cheese, a little sour cream, and it's good. This week I decided to get really serious about my dehydration that I was having. I was so dehydrated my first few weeks of morning sickness. I just wasn't drinking and I was not able to get liquids down, and it was just bad. And so this week I decided I've got to change that. I have got to get liquids in me no matter what. So I went a little crazy at the grocery store and I got a whole bunch of organic juices and lemonades, and I have been making my own gelatin with grass-fed gelatin, and I've been making popsicles and just drinking juice and just trying to get everything in me that I can. I have fruit cups, I have doing a lot of steamed veggies like zucchini that have kind of liquid in them, just anything I can to make sure that I'm getting that liquid throughout the day, and that has really helped. I can tell that I'm not nearly as dehydrated as I was before, so that is excellent, and I feel a lot better about just knowing that I'm getting a little bit more nutrition with fruits and vegetables. So that is an awesome thing this week. Essential oils, I'm using pretty much the same. Still Peace and Calming on my feet at night. Still doing Epsom salt baths with Peace and Calming. I love using the Epsom salts because they do help with magnesium, and magnesium helps with morning sickness, so I'm trying to do that more often. I'm still using my Gentle Baby stretch mark oil that I made last week. Haven't had a chance to make the other recipe yet, but I hope to do that this week. Oh, and I've also been getting, I forgot to mention symptoms, headaches. Lots of headaches and head tension. Not terribly bad headaches, but just like from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, just kind of this ache right there, and it just drives me nuts. So I have been using peppermint oil to help with some of the tension every once in a while. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. If it gets really bad, I do take Tylenol, but I'm really trying to not take that too much. Preparations for baby. This was a really exciting one this week. We had some good things going on. First, I got to make our Facebook announcement picture, which we won't actually be posting until 12 weeks, which right after our next appointment. We'll just make sure everything's okay, and then I'll go ahead and post that. But I had a really fun time just kind of staging that picture and taking it and editing and everything. So I got that done. I also made a Minky blanket. It is Minky on one side and it's adorable monkeys on the other, and then I just tied it throughout. It's just a simple stitching on 4 sides and tied. And Minky is hard to sew. Oh my gosh, it stretches so much. So this thing is not straight. It looks awful, but I told my sister, you know, she made one and she was trying to make it all nice and perfect and redid everything. I'm like, I do not have the energy to rip it out and re-sew it. It's just gonna get spit up on and dumped things on and ruined. I don't care. So it's just a soft little blankie and I love it. So So that was a fun thing. I actually finally got to make it. It was really nice to actually feel well enough a couple of days to actually get some sewing done. So I have a lot of sewing projects. This was just one of them, so I'm excited to hopefully be feeling better soon so that I can get some more of those done. And the last thing with the preparations for baby buys, family buys, on Valentine's Day my husband and I went shopping for a rocker recliner, and this is something that we desperately need in our home because we only have a love seat couch in our living room. Yeah, that's it. That's seating. And so we almost can never be in there together, lounging around, or when I'm like lying on the couch sick, he has to lie on the floor. It's just bad. So we had been wanting something else in there for a while, and I said, well, why don't we just get a rocker recliner? Then that's something that we can rock the baby in, I can breastfeed in, and we need another chair in there anyway. So we did go ahead and buy one this weekend, and we are so excited about it. So that kind of, it's a family thing, but it was also, it came about because we were talking about it for the baby. So that was super fun. And then the only other baby buy I had this week, I am so excited. I had been holding off on buying bottles, along with most other things like pacifiers and things like that. And I mentioned, if you didn't catch my video yesterday, I posted preparations for baby or early preparations for baby. Go watch that. It talks about my stance on buying things early and preparing for baby even though it's super early. So if you don't understand my stance on that, I've had a lot of comments. Go ahead and watch that video. It'll be linked below and it'll explain a lot. But I mentioned in there that I got these bottles off of Amazon. They've been on my wish list for so long. I got the Life Factory starter kit, and I believe this particular collection is the boy colors. It might be the neutral colors, I can't remember, but the set always goes up and down in price, and I think it was like $60-some, and then I got a couple of add-ons. So the total of all the bottle stuff that I bought would end up being $79. However, I had a ton of Amazon rewards this month, and so I got all of this for free. So that was super exciting, and I'm so glad that I held off on buying it until now because I got it for free. So, no loss. But it comes with 2 4-ounce glass bottles with silicone sleeves, one in yellow, one in blue. And they have silicone nipples. They are BPA and BPS free, which is super important because that BPS is what a lot of companies use instead of BPA. However, it is just as harmful, if not even more harmful, than BPA. So they are free of both of those, which is awesome. And so these are the 4-ounce, and these come with stage 1 nipples, which are 0 to 3 months. And then it comes with 2 9-ounce bottles, a green one and an ocean blue. And these have stage 2 nipples, which are 3 to 6 months. And then the starter kit also comes with 2 other things. It comes with another pack of stage 2 nipples, so 3 to 6 months, so you can put those on the 4-ounce bottles. And it also comes with 2 solid caps that you can just screw on. You can take the bottle top off and screw the solid caps on and make it just into a water bottle, or to hold your bottle before you put the cap on or whatever. But there's only 2 of them in here, and they go for either the 4-ounce or the 9-ounce. You can get other packs of colored or white ones for a couple bucks. So that's great. So that was the starter set, and then I also got the add-on of the stage 3 nipples, which are 6 months and up. There's 2 of them in there. And I also got the sippy caps. These are the sippy cup caps, and there's one in ocean blue and one in green. And these can just be put on to either the 9-ounce or the 4-ounce. So that was really cool. Just a couple bucks to make these into a sippy cup if I so choose. I haven't decided if I will do that, but they were free, so works for me. I'm going to do a requested video in a little while on safe bottles and dining ware and all of that kind of stuff. But I just want to put a little thing in here. The reason that I chose these, the Life Factory ones, there are many different kinds of glass bottles and a lot of them are great, but I chose these because I felt like these were the most versatile and the most grow with you potential, because it can go from, you know, the itty bitty baby bottle to a sippy cup to a child's water bottle, or a water bottle for me if I need something of this size. So I felt like these were super things that could just grow with our family, and I love them. So that was my baby buy this week, and yeah, that's pretty much it for week 10. I will show you my bump. I'm not sure how much you can see here. Okay, I'm going to try to show you the bump in the mirror here. If you can see, you can't really tell much, but it does seem like there is a little bitty pudge growing just a tiny bit. I'm sure it will pop out here pretty soon. Yep, just a little bit there. So that is it for 10 weeks, and I thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye. And how she regretted